All right, week 6 college football breakdown here. A really good SEC battle early on Saturday. We got Tennessee, the number 8 Vols, traveling to LSU to take on the Tigers in Death Valley. Seeing Tennessee is a 3-point road favorite. And as you'd expect in a Tennessee game, pretty high total at 64.5. Right off the bat, I've already made a move on this game. Locked it in this morning here on Thursday. I'm rolling with the Vols minus a 3 in this game. Just a 1-unit play for me. Vols are coming off a bye. Obviously, coming off that Florida win a few weeks ago. Tennessee's had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, whereas LSU's coming off that game last week against Auburn, where they were outgained by 150 yards, where they were extremely lucky to win that game. If Auburn wouldn't have turned the ball over in some of the situations they did in the fourth quarter, LSU would have absolutely lost that game. If you've watched this channel for any length of time, I've told you I'm not high on LSU at all. I think it really starts with their offensive line. I think Jaden Daniels has been able to mask some of their offensive line issues, though if you watch them, it's pretty clear that this is a putrid offensive line that Brian Kelly is working with here in year 1. But even more than that, I don't think they got a very good stable of running backs that are going to really make a big difference in this game. Their secondary in what should have been a pretty easy matchup against Auburn last week, they got burned repeatedly in that game, and Robbie Ashford had a career day through the air on this LSU secondary. So, there are things to like, such as this LSU front seven. They still got Kayshon Boutte, and I do think Jaden Daniels with his legs is a factor. But even Jaden Daniels last week was 8 of 20 for 80 yards. That's horrible. And outside of playing New Mexico, outside of playing Southern, he's been right around 6 yards per attempt in his 3 Power 5 games. So that's where kind of looking deeper into numbers, not just overall numbers, is probably more important here. I really have no doubt that Tennessee is going to be able to move the ball, and that's not on LSU. Tennessee is maybe a top 5 offense in college football. They can create explosive plays in multiple ways, which is obviously something I look for. Hendon Hooker is fantastic. Since taking over as their starting quarterback last year, Hendon Hooker, 34 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. He's really good as a vertical passer. He's good with his feet. I think Tennessee will be able to establish the run in this game. I will say they haven't been great in the run game this year, and definitely not as good as I thought they would have been. But Hooker's ability as a runner is going to kind of make up for that. And just their overall offensive scheme, it's just going to work against anybody. They run very fast, and they're going to be able to put up a lot of points on most of the teams they play. Tennessee's defense is not stout. I'll be the first to admit that. I do think they can get after the quarterback in this game. I think they'll be able to stop the run. I said it. I don't like this LSU running back core. They're playing a walk-on, Josh Williams right now. A solid player, but he's not explosive. He'll probably be a 3.8 yard per carry kind of guy. So they might be able to create some explosive plays on this Tennessee defense, and I get that. I just have a hard time seeing LSU being able to go punch for punch with this Tennessee team that's fresh, that's off a bye. I'll say one more thing. I don't always like that super fast-paced system that teams like Tennessee go at because it kind of extends games unnecessarily. I actually think it's going to work in this game because it's going to eliminate, a possible explosive play by LSU maybe early in the game. I'm not doubting. This could be a higher scoring game. LSU could have some success offensively, but by extending the game, I think you're going to put more and more strain on that LSU offensive line to hold up. And if that's the case, I'll take my chances with the Vols here. I know it's on the road at Death Valley. I don't care. Tennessee minus the 3 as a 1-unit play for me. All right, guys, before we get out of here, I know you see the shirt right here, going with the Miami Vice theme today. If you're looking for some new golf apparel, head over to proud90.com. Unique but very comfortable polos. It's colder weather coming. They've also got hoodies and quarter zips as well. Proud 90's got all your golf apparel needs, so browse their selection. If you see anything you like at checkout, use code Fordham. It's going to get you 15% off your order. That's code Fordham at proud90.com is going to get you 15% off your order. Support me, support Proud 90. The rest of the information will be in the description below.